The 4-year wait is finally over. Day one of the grandest event in world football. A grand welcome to you as you join us for our live coverage of what we hope will be a game that sets us off in style. Have a look at it. This really is the best of the beautiful game. Emotions at fever pitch. You do wonder just how the players feel as they walk out onto the pitch now. The Baron, he's had a goal! Goal! And what a start! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Costa Rica go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's managed to get that all wrong. Brian Ruiz. Oviedo. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and
Hits one! He scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Costa Rica grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
He's left his man. Forward it goes. There are a few waiting for it. Up he gets! They are rampant! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
And it's half-time here. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Costa Rica have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. Already up and running for the second half. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Ruiz.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. In with a header! Just needed better contact. Serbia, their final change. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Cuts it out. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? The shot's on! Oh, extraordinary.
Serbia are really feeling the strain now. Impatience has taken charge.
Aimed long and direct. Campbell with a... and the shot! Really well taken goal. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. It's become a case of men against boys. Back into the middle. And there goes the final whistle. Costa Rica have got off to an ideal start. 3 points on day one, and it bodes well for the campaign ahead. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Germany, of course, taking to the field for the first time in this edition of the most prestigious festival in world football. No doubt looking for a performance to set a tone. There's his great vocal support. There are many, many who have travelled to watch them, and every one of those supporters willing them to give everything back for the cause. It is beautifully set here. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Well, Peter, I can tell you that both managers will have stressed the need for a very strong start here. Both have also indicated a front foot approach. If that is the case, then I don't think we're going to be complaining at the end. I certainly hope we'll be eulogising. There's an awful lot resting on this, and we'll probably end up reflecting on that.
And already we're underway here. Gets it upfield. Toni Kroos. Draxler clips one through. Shoots! This could fall anywhere. Gets good distance on it. That's the throw. And it's Ozil. He's dealt with that well. Now it's Draxler.
Mexico have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend them.
Shot a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Toni Kroos hits that low. Gomez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mesut Ozil. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What do you think we're up to 5 minutes?
Unspectacular but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Germany can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
He's had a shot! No mistake!
Mexico are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Mexico break the deadlock.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Lovely bit of skill there.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
There's going to be a change now with the ball out of play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Germany have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Time is up, and there goes the whistle. Germany have had their life made a little tougher. Defeat first up only adds to the pressure to win from now on in. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, sometimes going into chase mode can bring out the best in teams, and we're about to discover if this one has the substance needed to prevail. If they have it, the only way is up.
Sweden, of course, taking to the field for the first time in this edition of the most prestigious festival in world football. No doubt looking for a performance to set a tone. There's his great vocal support. There are many, many who have travelled to watch them, and every one of those supporters willing them to give everything back for the cause. It is beautifully set there. As always it has, the Estadio Morumbi stands vast and imposing. There is no place in the world quite like it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of South Korea. So a strong start, essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly. So this could be a tentative standoff in weighing each other up. I hope we'll see more probing than possession.
We have already started here. Toivonen, he's hit one! Goal, Sweden! The breakthrough strike! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Sweden take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Claesson goes looking. Toivonen finds himself offside.
Yeah, you'll have to practice a little more patience before deciding to run. It can make all the difference.
He goes long. Oh, looking at that, the defence was beaten. And it's Toivonen. Forsberg. Managed to get it away. The final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Sweden head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Lindelof gets it upfield. Chance! Forsberg showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Going through.
South Korea are definitely going about this the right way.
He's through, it's one-on-one! Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
South Korea are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't...
Shakes the shoot! Oh, and should have been two.
Berg really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Up to meet it! It's there!
And with that goal comes comfort. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So that's two now without reply.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and...
Has a swing at it! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Toivonen was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
He snuffles his foot. So that's it. It is all over. Sweden have got off to an ideal start. 3 points on day one, and it bodes well for the campaign ahead. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, they've laid down a marker with such a good opening win, and they're saying to the rest of the group, we're intent on staying at the top. On this evidence, I think there's every chance too.
Belgium, of course, taking to the field for the first time in this edition of the most prestigious festival in world football. No doubt looking for a performance to set a tone. There's his great vocal support. There are many, many who have travelled to watch them, and every one of those supporters willing them to give everything back for the cause. It is beautifully set here. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So a strong start essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Yeah, and it's obvious, Peter, you don't want to be playing catch-up after the opening group game. So we can expect this to be highly competitive. 3 points here and the feel-good factor of eventual progression kicks in. It's a great foundation to tackle the rest of the group games.
And already we're underway here. And it's Witsel. De Bruyne plays it out to the flank. And this is the... He'll have it! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Drills one in. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Hazard plays it forward. Chip through. He's had a goal! Goal! Belgium! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Belgium break the deadlock.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Just brushed off the ball there. Carrasco. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. It's gone a long way up and away. And it's Carrasco. Out wide to the right. Lukaku has a goal! Repelled by the keeper. And the first half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Belgium, I suspect, will be a little irked that they haven't established a bigger lead. However, they have the ability and personality to fix that.
Belgium leading 1-0 at the break. Start of the second half.
Belgium really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Cross needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And help's available out wide, going through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. In for a header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Hazard, it's a decent ball. He's away! Hazard, big chance! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Play for a throw.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
And the weighted pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's looked long this time. He's got away. He slid it through.
Belgium are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Alderweireld gets it back.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation. And it needs to be any time now, really.
Hazard crosses it in low. The final whistle. Belgium have got off to an ideal start. 3 points on day one, and it goes well for the campaign ahead. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, such a good opening win, and they're saying to the rest of the group, we're intent on staying at the top. On this evidence, I think there's every chance too.
Tunisia, of course, taking to the field for the first time in this edition of the most prestigious festival in world football. No doubt looking for a performance to set a tone. There's his great vocal support. There are many, many who have travelled to watch them, and every one of those supporters willing them to give everything back for the cause. It is beautifully set here. What a sight, what a sound when Anfield is rocking. The crowd waits with huge excitement. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Tunisia looking for a fast start to get things done early here.
Yeah, and it's obvious, Peter, you don't want to be playing catch-up after the opening group game. So we can expect this to be highly competitive. 3 points here and the feel-good factor of eventual progression kicks in. It's a great foundation to tackle the rest of the group games.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I would say one of the most energetic midfielders you'll find in Jordan Henderson. He's added to all that running power with slicker passing and some very impressive finishing, and he's a proper leader now too.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And it's Kane. It's a loose ball. He's got away with one there.
Jordan Henderson can take all the credit for reading the situation, but careless defence played its part.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Trippier gets good distance on it. Dyer. Sterling. Rose. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. It's Dele Alli. Now it's Kane. That intervention was very necessary. Plays it out to the flank. Tunisia still without an attempt on target. Back into the middle. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Sterling. Kane. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. It was worth a go.
Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Decent progress down the left. Keeper's ball. Jordan Henderson. There is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. This is the first half compared with your expectations.
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Well, the first half didn't really produce.
He's had a shot! He has done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Tunisia are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
It's come loose. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. The players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Knocks it away. And he heaves it forward. Henderson. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And it's Sterling. Jordan Henderson. And he's made certain that won't get through. Goes long. That is terrific skill. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Gets it, and now what? Shakes to shoot! Really well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Tunisia have themselves a 2-goal cushion. Tries lifting it over. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. And time is up. Well, that's the way to launch the campaign. Now they can look ahead with confidence and comfort. And after all of that, Jim, what do you think? Poland, of course, taking to the field for the first time in this edition of the most prestigious festival in world football. No doubt looking for a performance to set a tone. There's his great vocal support. There are many, many who have travelled to watch them, and every one of those supporters willing them to give everything back for the cause. It is beautifully set here. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Well, Peter, I can tell you that...
Point-blank header! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
But not by that far.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Glick battles to win it back. Keeps everyone guessing. Hoists it high. Away from immediate danger. Grosicki. Forward it goes. Going through. Oh, smart save. Back into the middle. Going for goal! More than happy to take the muscular approach. Has a swing at it! Could move up a gear here. And it's Blaszczykowski. Now it's Lewandowski! Pushes it out wide. And it's got through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's hoisted clear. And it's half-time here. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're off again.
Poland clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Lewandowski. Krychowiak plays it forward. The worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Played out to the right. Oh, that's nice. Blaszczykowski. Lewandowski has a goal! That really should have hit the net.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Zielinski is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Well, they would seem to have made the right...
Shapes to shoot! That's a lovely try, but not to be.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Now it's Lewandowski, and it's Grosicki. Grosicki drives it in. Up to meet it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Takes aim with a cross. Flick shoots! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And there goes the final whistle. Not ideal, but not the worst start at all. It's an opening day draw. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It could have been both better or worse, so a draw will be a happy compromise, I think, to open their group account. It always helps to have something to build on, and I think this will do nicely.
The 4-year wait is finally over. Day one of the grandest event in world football. A grand welcome to you as you join us for our live coverage of what we hope will be a game that sets us off in style. Have a look at it. This really is the best of the beautiful game. Emotions at fever pitch. You do wonder just how the players feel as they walk out onto the pitch now. The Kop's such an impressive sight. One of the great new additions in this most historic of grounds. So a strong start essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Well, Peter, I can tell you that both managers will have stressed the need for a very strong start here. Both have also indicated a front foot approach. If that is the case, then I don't think we're going to be complaining at the end. I certainly hope we'll be eulogising. There's an awful lot resting on this, and we'll probably end up reflecting on that.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
It's a throw in. Falcao. Hasebe. Played out to the right. And it's hoisted clear. Honda drives it in. And the ball is out of play. Izquierdo. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. It's the first half compared with your expectation.
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again then. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? And it's Osako. Rashida. Towards the hour mark and still no goals. Quadrado. Aimed long and direct. Corner. for a change in personnel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Japan, their final change. And the shot! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Colombia take the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Kagawa takes the long option.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Sakai positions himself well and cuts it out.
Japan are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
And he's going long. Izquierdo, he's had a shot! And that is the last effort of the game. Pretty much the ideal start. A win on the first day and a platform. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, pressure can quickly build on you if a positive result isn't achieved in your opening group match. Instead, they can take great confidence now from a very good victory and look ahead with real belief.
Russia are really buzzing. Their campaign couldn't have got off to a better start. 3 points already in the bag. A repeat performance here would certainly see them take a massive stride towards the knockout stages. You sense an air of quiet confidence that they are ready to do just that. Supporters certainly winning them on in every possible way. Things look good, really good. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. So a sprint to make it through the group stage and a really vibrant atmosphere to match.
Yeah, 2 wins from 3 usually does the trick. Confidence is up, form looks good, and in a wonderfully expectant atmosphere, as you say. If they go about this with similar conviction, then all should be well. From the final whistle.
The action has already started. Decent progress down the left. Ramadan Sobhi. A real chance to break. Now it's Shirkov. Dzagoev looks to dink one in. Knocks it away. It is a corner. Oh, smart save. Zhirkov spreads it towards the left. Has a pop! Russia! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Russia break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Too much on that, it's gone out. Golovin goes looking. He's got options out wide. Going for goal! He has done it! And already they're looking to run away with it. And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
He's got away. There's a long ball. Goes for it! Yes! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Russia take a 3-goal lead, and they are... And the referee brings the first half to a close. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Russia 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. Here we go again. Ramadan Sobhi, it's being played forward. Forward it goes.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
And it's hoisted clear. It's anyone's ball. El Neni. And he just whacks it away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's El Neni. Away from immediate danger. So the ball's gone out of play, and a change is upcoming. Samadov. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Oh, good interception. And help's available out wide. He's left his man. Tries one! Oh, taken with style. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. What about that, Jim Beglin?
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Well, no question now as to who is in control. El Neni. Looking for space out wide. Jagoev. Elneny battles to win it back. Kudryashov sends it forward with interest. Going through. A really good feat. He just whacks it away. Mohamed Salah. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Russia, comfortable winners. A virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. So another win, that's 2 from 2, and it is looking good. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win.
So it wasn't a brilliant start to the competition, but there is certainly no cause to panic just yet. A place in the next stage is well within reach if, and it is a fairly big if, they can take all 3 points here to add to the solitary point they already have in the bag. There are, of course, so many permutations, combinations, that the various potential outcomes of this game could lead to, but there is never any space for debate as to what the team should be going for. They know what they've got to do. The Beira Rio here in the southern Brazilian city of Porto Alegre really is a giant bear pit of it. Shot a goal! It's in!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it. The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Uruguay go ahead, 1 goal to the good. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Now it's Luis Suarez. That is terrific. Has a swing at it! And that really should have hit the net. Now it's Cavani. He's off on a marauding run. He's gone for it. They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Uruguay get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised.
Goes for goal! They are rampant! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Uruguay are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only...
Cavani! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Uruguay are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. What an adventurous run from a defender. And he's made sure that that won't get through. He's gone for it! He's kicked it out, just. Muslera catches it safely. And the first half is done. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Uruguay very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Second half gets underway. Going through. Crosses in a... He'll have it! And he heaves it forward. Clears it out of harm's way. Out to the left it goes. He's pinged one through here.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
That's big chance! And in it goes! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Well, no question now as to who is in control. And it's got through. Jimenez knocks it away.
Saudi Arabia, look...
He's through and all alone! Forward it goes. Breaks on here. Pushes it out wide. Plays it out to the flank. And the defence can get it clear. Looks to clip it forward. Lewis gets up to head it! Sticks it away! This is as ruthless as it gets.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
Saudi Arabia can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little...
Can he finish? And with that, the final whistle. Uruguay enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners. Well, victory in the opening fixture was, of course, absolutely ideal, and their path to the next round already looks very navigable. By no means is there any guarantee of progress, but they have given themselves the best possible chance to progress as quickly as possible. All ready to go, and the game underway very soon. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. So a sprint to... He's gone for it! João Mario. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Going for goal! Belanda. Ziyech, and it's got through. He'll hammer it, and he's done it! And Morocco score first! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Morocco draw first blood here.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Is it in? Aimed long and direct. Hit long and direct. Big chance! Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
It's a throw-in. And it's Dira. Out wide to the right. And the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And we're off again.
Portugal don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Good clearance and towering header! And he's there to make a great save.
Amrabat really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Guerrero. João Moutinho. Oh, can he finish? It's bounced out. It's in. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Morocco have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Portugal desperately need a goal and shapes the shoot. Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Having turned the game on its head, and the referee brings it to a close. Well, that's bounce-back ability, responding superbly to come from behind, shrugging off setbacks along the way, and determinedly getting there in the end. So another win, that's 2 from 2, and it is looking good. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. The Veltins Arena here is a remarkable stadium in many ways. It features a retractable pitch, a retractable roof, definitely one of the most modern arenas around. Iran faced here with what can already be a make-or-break game.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of
and shoots! There it is! And it's Iran who take the lead!
Iran are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Iran go ahead, 1 goal to the good. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's cut it out. Jordi Alba can hoist it clear. Oh, that is lovely. Can he score? They've done it! And already they're looking to run away with it. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Iran take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Koke finds himself offside.
Well, the defence was at their mercy, and they only needed to be fractionally quicker.
Half an hour played now. And he's going long. And the flag's up.
It may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
Isco. And it's Iniesta. You can get that clear. Iniesta, cut out in the nick of time. Plays it out to the wing. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Iran sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. That gets things going for the second half. Out to the left it goes. Isco. Iniesta. And it's Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba drives forward with purpose. Koke plays it backwards, and they'll try again. And the finish! Saved only by poor finishing.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
So ball's got out of play, and a change is upcoming. Aimed long and direct. Costa. Looking to break out here. Going through. It's wrestled off the ball. Managed to get it away. And it's Iniesta.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Dashing forward at pace. Marco Asensio. Forward it goes. A real chance to break. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Silva. And that will be the final act. Iran will be very happy with a job well done. An efficient win for which the players simply did enough. Well, they really needed that. Nothing decided yet, but they are in it going into the final group game. Your reflections then, Jim?
And it goes to show that when the motivation and tactics are right, anything is achievable. Thoroughly impressed with this.
Well, victory in the opening fixture was, of course, absolutely ideal, and their path to the next round already looks very navigable. By no means is there any guarantee of progress, but they have given themselves the best possible chance to progress as quickly as possible. All ready to go, and the game underway very soon. This is, of course, the Maracanã. It is a vast stadium, which many, and rightly so, consider the spiritual home of the world game. And we rise now for the Danish national anthem. So, a sprint to make it through the group stage, and a really vibrant atmosphere to match.
Well, Peter, the opener couldn't have gone much better result-wise, and that momentum and belief has to be taken into this. And along with the verve and vigour they showed first time round, I think a repeat ought to do the trick here. They'll be backing themselves with a quiet confidence, I'm sure.
We have already started here. How are you, Jims? Griezmann! Keeper's not concerned by that.
France know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Rafael Varane. France have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Can he put it away? Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Lloris gets it upfield. Schöne. Plays it out to the wing. Played into space out wide. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Giroud. Griezmann. Played back in. And out to safety. Just deflected behind for a corner. Griezmann plays it short. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
France head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out.